For a content creator, I would say try and work with someone who is really good at content, even if they don't pay you a lot. I would do that if I could, and I didn't do that, but I wish I had. I wish I'd gone and worked with like a YouTuber or someone like that, some sort of creator, storyteller, and just soaked up everything that they knew. And then when I start my own thing, maybe I could on the side be like, hey, like, could you take a look at this? Now I'm getting free advice from like an incredible creator.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Does it have to be, or would you recommend it be relevant to the platform that you're on? Or does that not matter too much? Like if you want to make on YouTube, or work with a YouTube creator, TikTok creator, etc. Or
if you have enough options that you can choose, then I would choose. But ultimately, the platforms will all die eventually.
Right.
And what I'm trying to learn, and what I recommend any creator tries to learn, is how to storytell, and how to like captivate an audience. And I think if you can do that, you can move across platforms and perform well on different platforms. Yeah, I would say that. Like I don't think other than like how long a video might be in order to perform super well, other than that, I think the platforms are relatively similar.
Yeah.
There's definitely differences, but like usually if someone's really good at one, they'll be good at the others.
Yeah.
That's what I've seen. So the main thing is find someone who's good at creating content and storytelling, and find out everything you can, both the like creative side, but the practical side. Like, do they have SOPs? Do they have like certain ways of working that allow them to be more efficient? How do they work with a team? Like, learn everything you can, because one day you're going to need this stuff.
Yeah.
But I think what most creators miss, and many creators never find, is like the frameworks that amazing creators are using in order to like consistently do well. And there are things that they might not even be aware of that they're doing every time. And so you kind of want to uncover those, because it might feel like, oh, if I do it myself, I'll get loads of followers and loads of engagement really quick. Most people do not do that.
Yeah.
And I think if you spent a year or two with some amazing creators, then if you did a year afterward, it wouldn't be like you missed 2 years and now you're doing 1 year. It'd be like the equivalent of if you tried to figure it out for 10 years or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Because you're just getting so much information. So I would do that. I would try and get around as many creators as you can, try and get feedback. I genuinely think my community is amazing if you're short form. And these things help for a couple of reasons. One, you learn what is working and what's not working, what you need to improve on. But you also, like, sometimes you'll have periods where your content's not doing what you want it to.
Yeah.
You think, okay, this is a 2 million view video, and you get 20 views, and you're like, oh, it's all over. Like, I want to give up. And by having other creators go, well, honestly, you didn't really put your whole heart and soul into this because there was a typo in the first sentence. And the hook, did you like actually write out 10 other alternative hooks, or was that the first? It was the first one, wasn't it? Yeah, it was the first one. And that sometimes there's ups and downs, like you've seen it before. There was another period, and they just give you the hope to keep going, like, because normal people, and I'm not saying that creators are abnormal, but other people that don't experience this, they cannot comprehend. It's like, it's so weird, that you're like upset because you got 20 views or something, but like it really feels like it's quite painful. So having other people that have the same experience is really helpful.
Yeah.
And then I think, so from having this community, one thing I've learned is that a lot of people don't analyze videos. They like just consume. And I think I've seen with content creators, cinematographers, directors, screenplay writers, like all creatives, they don't just consume stuff. They start getting creative and they start getting curious about why a thing works or doesn't work, So when they, like, for instance, if you're talking about a musician, they'll hear a song and they'll go, oh, that made me feel something in my heart.
Yeah.
Why, okay, yeah, it was in a really unusual timing, and they use like this weird drum beat, and you know, they lay it on these different things, and you start to like figure these things out. And then when you break down and analyze like that, now you can take elements and apply it to your own creative process. And a lot of people don't do that. So I would suggest doing that from the start. Like, stop consuming stuff. Like, try and be curious about why things make you stop and watch. What's the sound design like? What captions are they using? What's the hook like? All of these things matter. And if you can see it in other people's, you can start to do it for yourself.